Okay, so we just started out, got our bikes. We're on the Butler Freeport Trail. We spotted this already. Like, we know there's mines up and down all here. That looks like waste rock from something, but he's going to climb top of the hill and take a look. But he didn't get very far. There had to be a glass factory. Look at this. If it was nighttime, I'd bust out my UV light. I'm betting a lot of this. Holy crap, there's a ton. A lot of this has got to glow. Look at this. Oh, good thing I have bags on my bike. Some of this is coming home. Okay, so we haven't gotten very far. We're still at that, what we thought was a waste rock pile, but it turns out there was a glass factory near here. And it's too bright out for the UV light that I did bring, unfortunately. But just using my knowledge, a lot of this stuff is going to glow. If we're still around here at nighttime, I will definitely light this hillside up. Of all the times to not be able to find my good UV light, because that thing didn't matter if it was nighttime, daytime. If it's going to glow, it's going to make it glow. It's alright. Got to come back with that so I can bring these here at night. Look, this is all glass. It's a mountain of glass. Leanne, you would be in heaven, my dear. Might have to bring you here. Okay, so there's the bikes. We're on this giant waste rock pile. Well, never mind, scratch that. Mountain of glass. There's just glass. So I gotta look at this old glass factory up. I have a baggie. I already have a full bag on the bike, but I wanted to come up here. He says there's giant pieces. We passed a few back further on the trail, and he said, no, wait, there's better ones. I said, if there's not, you have to ride your bike back and get them for me. Holy crap, look at all this glass. Yeah. I mean, this must have been quite the production. We've been to the Westmoreland glass factory. That factory itself is still somewhat standing. Sad because it's collapsing more and more every year. They had some pretty cool glass. But this is pretty incredible. So, yeah. We decided to stop and climb around some more. I'm going to do some research on this. Didn't even know this was here. I was researching for mines. But yeah, pretty neat. If I find any giant pieces, I'll take a picture. Either that or I'll take a picture of the ones I make him go back and get further back on the trail. Alright. Okay. So we just came across the bottom part of a rail car randomly along the trail. Keeping our eyes out. It looks like a somewhat old bottle. Huh. There's a couple in there.
82.
Huh. So far, it's an interesting trail. Okay, so we left the bike trail. It's right up the road. We're getting back on it. He's going back to get me a flashlight for my bike. When we were driving past here, we saw these. Oh, there's a culvert. There's several of these along the road. I'm wondering, where does that... I don't get where that goes, though. We were on the other side. I'll have to figure that out. But, look how old these are. Those are pickaxe marks, just so you know. There's a lot of mines in this area, but they're not on any of the mine repository, map repositories, I suspect, because they're that old. Like, shoot, this area's been mined for, I don't know how many hundreds of years. This is slippery. Alright, let's see. Woo! Got water. I got the crappy boots on. It is a culvert. This one is. Look at that. Shine it all the way in the back again. Look at that. How cool is that? Oh, you see all the pickaxe marks. Like, this is old. Very cool. Alright, so it looks like we're going to be heading into this tunnel. Looks just like an underpass type situation. We don't know how long we're going to be on this trail. So we actually didn't come out to explore today. We had to take care of something. And we took care of it. I think it's like almost 5 now. Look at that. Huh. But you never know what we might run into. Isn't this cute? Nice little side diversion. You gotta hear this echo. Woohoo! That's a good echo. And so we did find this one. Random. Fortunately, it is collapsed in the back. But yeah, there's this like gully thing we're in right here beside the trail. But when there's one, there's usually more. And there's some coal floating around. And there's one. Okay, so still meandering. That old bottle. That is definitely old. That's coming home. We've got this machinery. We've already passed a few other interesting things.
Well, if it was repaired at some point.
Huh. I see some. Is that a name there? J. Is that?
A lever.
John Deere.
This is farming equipment.
Why is there farming equipment way out here? It's bizarre.
There's a stack of railroad
Ties.
over
There's
there.
a mess of them. And we're going to go check that hole out. Alrighty then.